Jimmy Thrasher is an ordained minister, evangelist, public speaker, international podcast host, and Christian life coach specializing in grief support. Jimmy Thrasher is also a 3-time #1 positive country songwriter and producer. Together, Jimmy and his wife Melissa own Thrasher Sound, LLC, which is the parent company for their labels and their publishing companies, each of which have an additional #1. Together, Jimmy and Melissa host the international podcast show, the Jimmy and Melissa Thrasher Podcast Show. Through their podcast show, Jimmy and Melissa have been able to share biblical insights for hope, encouragement, and faith with over 380 cities in 39 countries on 6 continents. Jimmy has a knack for connecting with an audience on numerous topics, as shown in this short clip where Jimmy speaks on loneliness.
I bought a new truck in 2015, and so it's 10 years old now, and it's got right at 190,000 miles on it. And it still looks neat, but I would be sitting at the house and those walls would start closing in. That's where the song came from. And I would say, I've got to get out of here. I've got to go somewhere. And I'd get to wherever it was I was going, being Florence or, Pensacola, wherever on a whim. And all I could see was couples and families. And all I could see is that I was alone.
And Jimmy always knows how to bring his audience to an action point, challenging them to act, making a positive change in their lives.
From that day forward, I began to depend on God more than ever before. When you go shopping with your family, if you need a shirt, men especially, us men, your wives will tell you what looks good on you, tell you what don't look good on you. And so I had found myself in stores needing to find a shirt and asking myself, Jesus, what do you think about this one? What do you think about that one? And before I know it, I'm asking, hey, Jesus, please tell Tammy I said hi. Tell my mom and dad I said hi. It is walking with the Lord in such a way that He's your best friend.
Amen. That's right.
He is there when nobody else knows where you're at. He cares when nobody else cares.
Yeah.
And that is so comforting.
Consider booking Jimmy Thrasher as your next guest evangelist at your church or for the next guest speaker at your event or conference. Simply go to jimmythrasher.net, visit the speaking page, and select the Book Now option. You can also email Jimmy at jimmy@thrashersound.com.